in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Got it. 25. 47. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Monday,
Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Flacco, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Shoot!
Now Flacco. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Under 10! 10! Hey, express! 54, south!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Devontae Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Flacco. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
45 to Mike. Red. Hey, let's get them holes. 49. Check 49. Red. 49.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 85 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Check in. 3 bucks. Check.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 80. Watch the run. Kill. 11. Kill. Check. Hey, check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Switch. Right. 25 tonight. Gun.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Hey, let's go. Check. Base. Hey, South. SOS. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get in the right room. Hey, great play. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check in. Hey, Stu. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Get out.
From the gun, it's Ryan. got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Mike, ready. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Back. Wait, got it. Ready to go.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Check back. All right, 25 tonight. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Ryan. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Monday.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 45's the mark. I got one. I got one.
From the gun, Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
What a big play was. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Guys. Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 95 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all three timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those three timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 77 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Again, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Check. Motion out. Red. Motion out in the backfield. Sponge. 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 Red. Red. Smooth. Check right foot.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Alert.
Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Touchdown.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Good. Like it is. Hey, red.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Come on, keep going. He's checking. Crash. 45.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Let's think about this stage of the 2nd half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. All you get is the header. All you get is the header. Wait. Tick. 24.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Our coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now running right through it. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
That's what I do. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. I'm coming.
On 1st down, Flacco. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Monday. Hey, orbit. You're over here. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
John. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
45. Gun. 45 to Mike. It's our time. Block it. Check it out, Reed. Be wide. Hurry up.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
25! 43! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of 51! Check three! Wow!
Now Ryan on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. 58. You ain't got nothing. Whip. 58. He's coming.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 59, Daddy. Hey, Tuesday. Check. Lucky. Get up.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Switch. 22. Check 4. Got to go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pass it. Hey, 59, ready.
They toss to Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Zach Kerr in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Flacco looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now Ryan on second down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Gun. 45, Mike, 45. Exit. Hey, check Mike, 45. Check Mike. Yes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Roger, 5-0.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check, 43. 22.
Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played. But you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Check, Chavo. Check, Mike 34. Mike 21. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready? Here we go. 36.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.